Looks good, Cody Murphy. Thank you. Right now, Weight Watchers is actually getting a little bit of flack online for its new initiative targeting teenagers. The company says it plans to offer free memberships to teens this summer.
Yeah, the focus is centered on kids ages about 13 to 17. Some online users think Weight Watchers' diet methods would be dangerous for teens this age. ABC 7's Chris Lovingood is live for us, sitting down with a dietitian to talk about this. Chris, what does she think about it?
Well, Greg and Christina, I'm sitting here with Gisela Bouvier. Thank you so much for coming here. And so what do you think about this? I mean, you've been hearing from your clients about this particular Weight Watchers initiative.
Yes, I have. So here's the thing with Weight Watchers. I understand the initiative. I understand the reasoning behind it. And they want to educate teens. However, I don't believe that this program is the right program for teenagers. The reason for that is that teens are at a very vulnerable age. They're learning about their bodies. They're realizing that it's changing. And what it does is that the point system can make them very obsessed with needing to count. And the point system behind that is the calories in versus calories out. And our bodies need different energies, different energy requirements every single day. So it's like sticking to the point, and then it can almost become an obsession.
And so is it negative reinforcement for them thinking that food is bad or something of the sort?
Yes, absolutely. It'll say that, well, I can't eat this because this is against my points, or this is, I'm going to use up too many points, and then they'll be trying to add or subtract all day long. I mean, it can almost like becoming a human calculator.
When I first called you about this, you seem to have a personal stake in this because you yourself, you've mentioned that you've struggled with a food, eating disorder. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. So for me, growing up, I had a very strained relationship with food, and I developed an eating disorder. And not to say that all teens are going to have an eating disorder, but something like this can lead to disordered eating because it becomes an obsession. So instead of teaching, from home with parents like healthy eating patterns or how to incorporate nutrient-dense foods, we're putting them on a diet, because at the end of the day, Weight Watchers is a diet.
And Gisela, I think the parents at home would like to know, what are some suggestions that you can give them if they don't want to go this Weight Watchers route? Again, these are for teens, I think targeting 13 to 17. What can parents do?
Well, I always say it definitely starts with the parents. So if a parent has a strained relationship with food, it's only going to be instilled in their children. So a parent needs to address their relationship with food and say, you know what, we're going to be inclusive of all foods. We're not going to say that this is bad or this is good. Don't label foods, because then your kids are hearing about that, and then they're going to start restricting or trying to, eat more of this or that because they feel like it's the healthy option. So it's about moderation. Like, what can we at breakfast have that's going to give us energy? And then same thing for lunch and dinner. So it's small steps. It's not going on a diet.
And not just the food aspect, but exercise is key in this too. Right?
Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing, especially with pediatrics. You don't want to put them on a diet. If you feel like your child is overweight, let's get them active. Make sure that their weight stays stable, or try to, at least as much as possible, incorporate more nutrient-dense foods, and then put them in activities that makes them move their body and makes them expend energy.
Okay, well, we appreciate you coming on and talking about this very serious topic. Gisela, thank you so much. And for you at home, if you have questions, we put a post up on Facebook where we were talking about this a little bit. If you got any questions, we have Gisela tagged on it. Go ahead and ask them. And make sure you follow me as well on Facebook if you can, at Loving Good News. Greg, Christina?
Thank you so much.
Chris, we do have a question for Gisela before you leave us this morning. Lots of teens are online these days, and we know about lots of body image issues that are online on social media and things like that. Are there any good resources for them online in terms of body image and diet and things like that?
Well, and not everyone's as fortunate to talk to a dietitian like this, but Gisela, if teens are looking for resources online, maybe ways they can control their food habits that way. Any resources you recommend?
Well, there's definitely, the USDA has a database called myplate.gov, and even though it has a visual of basically, half veggies and then your protein and your carbohydrates. So that's a great foundation that I always say that is a great start. And it's just about learning like what foods are going to really nourish and nurture their body. And that's where I would begin as far as nutrition is concerned.
Okay, thank you so much. Licensed dietitian Gisela Bouvier. Make sure you follow us on Facebook for this discussion at ABC7 Southwest Florida.
Thank you.